Mindless Endeavor coming at you. I'm going to warn you right now that this is going to be a somber episode. Angry Anderson was alive and well this morning. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, I just posted a video of myself talking about that young Ukrainian woman that was brutally knifed in the throat while bystanders just watched. They didn't intervene. You know, it happened so fast, I can't sit here and say, like, shame on the men for not defending her. Like, I get that things can transpire so fast that it's probably unlikely you'll be able to process and intervene in a circumstance such as that one. But no one came up to her to stop the bleed. No one tried to assist her. All those motherfuckers on the train just sat there and watched her die. And I made a video about that. And we're going to talk more about that. But as I was about to sit down and record this episode, I got a text message of a video of Charlie Kirk being shot through the throat. Now, this is happening as I'm sitting here, guys, and I don't know the status of Charlie Kirk, but based on someone that's seen a lot of violence and been exposed to gunshot wounds, and not myself personally, but I've seen plenty, I don't think that injury is survivable. Now, obviously, I hope I'm wrong. And I hope a medical miracle can take place. And, you know, a lot of people are asking for thoughts and prayers. And the truth is, I do believe in the power of prayer. And I believe that us as a society should be rallying behind him right now. But I'm also really, really, really burned out on thoughts and prayers. I was already feeling emotionally drained and helpless in watching the way that our society continues to go with the hate, with the division. You guys have heard me say this 1,000 times. We need unity. We need camaraderie. We need an understanding of the different cultures. We need to embrace each other's differences. I've been saying it for fucking years now. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's just a fucking hopeless dream. Maybe human beings aren't capable of cohabitating within different religions, different cultures, different races. Maybe I'm promoting a pipe dream to you guys. And I hope that's not the case. But today, this moment, you guys are sitting here, you're feeling these emotions with me as I'm experiencing them. It's tough, man. It's tough to draw the conclusion that we can somehow coexist with these radical motherfuckers. Is that what we're supposed to do? Is just keep sitting back? I've been very honest and upfront with you guys that I am not the biggest fan of how this administration has been navigating these last couple months. I'm allowed to have different perspectives and concerns as a conservative man. I don't like it when people on the left or the right just buy in 100% to what their candidate says. They can do no wrong, and everything the other side does is wrong. I'm a free man. I have my own thoughts. I come to the conclusions that I come to. And if they happen to be out of alignment with Donald Trump, I'm okay voicing that. That doesn't mean, don't misconstrue that as that I somehow think that Kamala Harris would be a better option. I'm not a delusional fucking retard. But with that said, the Trump administration, Charlie Kirk has been a big part of that. He did a nationwide speaking tour. Even though I may have differences with them, it's very obvious that they are aligned to a much greater degree with myself than the other side by 1,000 times over. And what we continue to see is the radical left implementing violence against people that push back on their fucking agendas. Anytime you talk about guns or gun control, what does everybody say? Oh, the right has the gun, so good luck. A civil war, we'll see what happens. Like a civil war between the left and the right will last fucking 15 minutes. And there's a big part of me that agrees with those sentiments if it were to be a conventional this side versus that side. But guys, that is not what's going to happen, and that's not what's happening right now. Right now, the left is implementing violence against the right through strategic hits, through control of the judicial system. All of these judges that are purposefully and intentionally allowing violent reoffenders back out on the streets. They're not doing that with hoping that individual somehow becomes rehabilitated. We're giving him his 17th chance because I believe in my heart, 18, he won't be arrested an 18th time or whatever the fuck it is. All these motherfuckers, they have a rap sheet a mile long. How many times have you been to fucking prison for bullshit? Like random assaults and fucking attempted murder. How many times have you been arrested for that? Because for me, it's been fucking zero. I was put in handcuffs at 14 years old for being with someone who stole a radio. That's my fucking criminal history. And now we have these monsters running amok and no one does anything about it. What are we going to do about it? The Facebook posts, the prayers, what are we going to do about it? What's the action that's going to take place? I made a comment that said if that was my daughter, that young Ukrainian girl that got knifed for no reason, if that was my daughter, there'd be a lot of fucking destruction in the wake of that. And it would go up and down that fucking savage's family tree, and then it would go to the judicial system and the individuals that thought it was a good idea to see how many more fucking times he would reoffend before you motherfuckers do something about it. You don't do anything about it. You're not going to do anything about it. And it's because you don't want to do anything about it. No one's coming to fucking save you. I don't expect a system to protect me. I don't expect a broken system to be my savior. Fuck the system. But when they go past not protecting us and not implementing measures to make our society safer and cleaner and more congruent with peace, when they actually go the other way and they try and make it more chaotic on our streets, and they empower and embolden these fucking animals even to a higher degree, time and time and time again. Are you at war with a deranged lunatic, or are you at war with a system that intentionally puts conflict into your streets? The profession of law enforcement doesn't fucking go after the people they need to be going after. And guys, I say it every fucking time I talk about this, but I'm really getting sick of it. Because when are the cops going to stand the fuck up and say something? I haven't heard much since I spoke up in 2020. I get that a lot of cops wish they could be out there doing good work, and the system that you are a part of does not facilitate it. You go out there and you're a proactive patrol officer, you're taking bad dudes off the streets, and then the judicial system says, you know what? Well, I mean, fuck, dude. I wish I still had those letters from the fucking King County Prosecutor's Office. Officer Anderson, I would like to thank and commend you on your work regarding case blah, 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 blah. However, at this time, we are declining to press charges based on blah, blah, blah. And then the final paragraph was always my favorite. Please do not allow this to dissuade you from making arrests in the future. Yeah. Is your fucking brain work, dummy? What the fuck do you think that's going to do? You think I'm going to fucking continuously put people in handcuffs, search them, put my own physical safety at risk for nothing, for no fucking reason? Fuck you. Fuck you. So I know the cops are out there with, and not all the cops, some of you are pieces of shit too. I'm just going to call it like it fucking is. But there's a lot of cops that do want to go out there and do good work. The system you are a part of will not allow you to do what needs to be done. So what are you going to do about it? Your voice is important. Your voice is powerful. What I'm doing right now fucking matters. And I know it matters. Because I've got the emails 100 times over saying, hey, I listened to episode fucking whatever, and this impacted me so much that I went and changed my life and did this, this, and this. When we speak truth, there are people out there that are ready to receive it. Not everybody knows what you know. Not everybody has the experiences that you have. If you're a fucking cop and you're disgruntled with the judicial system, why don't you fucking say something? If everybody would say something, maybe there would be change. If you're a cop and you're not happy with what you're being tasked to do, you can say no. You can say, fuck you. And it feels pretty good to say it. But most of you motherfuckers are so controlled by fear because of your fucking paycheck that you will be complicit in the downfall of this country. That's fucking right. And if that stings a little bit, good. Stand the fuck up. Be powerful men and women. Use your voice. How the fuck can you consider yourself a warrior when Mayor Jenny Durkin intimidates you? I'm not going to say what I think because of the mayor. Fuck that. And fuck you. If you're intimidated by some liberal cunt, you're part of the problem. You should be ashamed of yourself. We could change the trajectory of this country without even firing a shot if we just learned to say fucking no. I'm not doing that. The entire government has a bunch of us to protect and fucking see to it that they get to do anything they fucking want. And we are not only funding it, but we are protecting and promoting it. A handful of corrupt, evil son of a bitches are telling you what the fuck to do. What's the matter with you? The next time you're on patrol, the next time you're at roll call, and someone says some bullshit, say, fuck you. We're not doing that. But it doesn't happen. No one ever does. No one ever fucking does. The only place people show courage is on Instagram. You make a post saying, oh, you know what? If this happens, I would never do that. And half you won't even do that. No one has any fucking courage anymore. The only people that are showing courage are the radical left. That's what we're fucking seeing right now. They will take to arms and go out in the streets and fucking try and do something about it. We're seeing it. We've seen it. I'm very disappointed in the right lately. So I've tried to recluse from this to a certain degree. I've said on the show plenty of times, I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be pissed off. I want to enjoy my life. I want to teach jujitsu. I want to help people get healthy and chase their dreams and their aspirations. But there's going to be no dreams and no aspirations to chase if we allow these motherfuckers to continue to rule through political power, through fear, through control. Why are you afraid of these motherfuckers? What about them intimidates you? I'm gonna get an update right now. I want to see. I'll tell you what, guys. The video that I got text, seeing him get shot through the throat, it looked like a fire hydrant shooting out of the side of his neck. It doesn't seem like he can survive that injury. And again, I hope I'm fucking wrong, but let's see. And the last update that I got right as I was sitting down, it doesn't matter. Charlie Kirk is in critical condition at a hospital after being shot in the neck during a Utah Valley University event. This is confirmed by Associated Press and multiple major news outlets. And did you see the guy? I saw right as I was sitting down. I saw it's some old fucking white dude. I said, I have the right to answer no questions or something. I plead the fifth. We still going to play these games with these monsters? Are we going to continue to play these games with monsters? Yeah, let's give him a free a fair trial. Let's use taxpayers' dollars to continue feeding this motherfucker. When someone does something like this, and this goes for the fucking animal on the train too. When somebody does something like this, they get publicly executed by disembowelment, tourniquets on every arm and leg while we saw their fucking limbs off. Because I don't want you to bleed out. I want you to feel this. I want you to see this. I want to see fucking terror in your eyes. Maybe if we started doing that kind of shit to people that acted like this, they'd second guess, or they would have second thoughts about going and committing these kind of fucking things. That animal on the fucking train knifed that girl, and then he says, I got that white one, or something like that. But you can't say it's fucking racially motivated. Can't say that. There's 5 other black people on the train. None of them got knifed. The little white girl got knifed, but it wasn't racially motivated. Fuck you. All you knew, the media and the politicians are the enemy of the people. And it has to change. It has to change. And it will change. But it's going to be a real hard fight if most of you motherfuckers either tuck tail and run or just do what you're told. Just do what you're told by Governor Bob Ferguson. Does he have your best interests in mind? You think he's looking out for you? The man that wants to take all your fucking guns away while he is being protected by a team of armed men. Is there anything left to say about that? He has a team of armed men for his safety and his protection. But he doesn't want you to be afforded the same ability to defend your family. Because you're a stupid, worthless fucking plumber. You're just a little peasant. You work at Boeing. You run a small gym. You're a podcaster. You guys don't get to be afforded security through firearms. But I'm the governor. I'm an elitist. I'm above you guys. And then they can try and say whatever the fuck they want. Oh, well, we're a higher target. Well, go look at the fucking statistics on the people being murdered in your societies and see if they are, in fact, small business owners or politicians. These motherfuckers manipulate verbiage. They manipulate law to serve themselves and simultaneously make you the most vulnerable they can make you. That's why a lot of us say confiscating our guns is not an option. And it's not. What is your hard line with these people? What are we going to do as a society? We're just going to continue to allow this to transpire over and over and over and over. We have entire fucking cities of savages now. Like, you see that fat idiot in Chicago? Oh, you know what? What's up with Chicago gangs? It ain't L.A. This ain't Atlanta. This is Chicago. We'll fight. Motherfucker, you look like a black Pillsbury doughboy. You couldn't run 100 meters. You're a big, fat, out-of-shape fucking turd that doesn't know anything about fighting tactics, shooting and moving. You don't know anything. Shut your fucking mouth up, dude. Dude needs a bullet right through his fucking face. And you know it. And everybody knows it. All of them do. The time for talking is rapidly ending. There is a date approaching when chaos is going to ignite. And there's a part of me that's wondering if that is sooner than later, based on the political atmosphere that we have been seeing the last few days. We don't know when it's going to go. But what we do know is this shit is not sustainable. We just sit back and allow the radical left to have their rhetoric and to be violent. And then we come back with hopes and prayers. That's a sure way to utter failure. And this is why, guys. This is why. We live in a society that is consequence-free when you misbehave as a human being. If you diddle fucking kids, if you hurt our women, off with your fucking head. And it's that simple. It's not a complicated equation. If you fuck with our kids or you fuck with our women, off with your head. Why don't we start there? Can't we all unanimously agree that's probably what needs to happen? No. If you fuck with our women and you fuck with our kids, we're going to put you into a rehabilitation program that's funded by us. Now we're paying for them to stay alive. We're paying for them to be in prison. And then their sentence is going to get commuted, or they're going to get out for good behavior. And then they go out and do it again. And then we all scratch our heads and say, who would have thought that a useless piece of shit that victimizes women or victimizes children would go out and do that again? How many of you listening have hurt women or children? I hope the answer is fucking zero. Do you think that the type of person that is deranged enough to hurt innocent women or children with either violence or fucking sexual assaults, which obviously falls under violence as well, but there's a difference between rape and there's a difference between stabbing someone. But regardless, we don't need you in our fucking society anymore. You want to hurt our women and our children, we need to take you out back and put you in Andy's wood chipper. Feet first, motherfucker. But what we've allowed to happen is we've allowed this system to grow into a monster and really disallow consequences. The system we are partaking in disallows consequences. And now we are facing the repercussions of a consequence-free society. You think these fucking monsters would be sticking women in the neck? And here's the thing. This isn't an isolated incident. This isn't something that happened one time and now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sit down and make a podcast. We could come up with 100 instances where innocent people are being victimized by deranged fucking animals. And when you pull the animal's rap sheet, you're going to be really surprised at what it looks like. Well, vigilante justice isn't the answer. Well, maybe if someone popped that fucking animal, that girl would still be alive. And obviously, I know it's going to be damn near impossible to know what may potentially happen. But what's not impossible is to look at these fucking people and know they are no longer an asset to our society. They are a liability. I saw some stupid cunt on MSNBC saying, oh, well, he has mental illness. And when you are the person with mental illness, you don't know that you have mental illness. Shut up, cunt. You should be fucking lined up right next to him at the firing squad. Fucking eliminate both of you. I didn't ask for your assessment on mental illness. Nobody gives a shit about your assessment on mental illness. If your mental condition makes you want to go out and put knives in small women's throats, I don't give a fuck about your mental illness. He was a schizophrenic. Okay. And your point is? His brain is so fucking rotted that he stabs innocent women? And that's what you say? Is that trying to mitigate what he did? Are you trying to minimize his fucking actions because he was mentally ill? Fuck you. We need to take these mentally ill animals out and fucking bury them up to their neck and drive a fucking lawnmower over their faces. And I'll be really fucking shocked when mentally ill people attacking random citizens drops drastically. They're so mentally ill that they have no cognition or they don't have the ability to know right from wrong. Yeah, fucking right. And if your claim is true and they actually don't, that's how broken their brain is. Why would you want to come up with any other solution than off with their fucking head? What's wrong with these people? We are going to leave our children a country that is not sustainable. And then it's going to become their problem. It's what's been happening for 5 years now. I know it and you know it. Well, Greg, why don't you get into politics? Yeah, like my buddy Tony Cowden, my buddy Ian Smith. Go talk to them about getting into politics. Let me give you guys a little analogy. I am a jiu-jitsu black belt, and I am a good jiu-jitsu black belt. And my jiu-jitsu does have a foundation in MMA. Let's say I were to fucking have a conflict with a guy who is a Muay Thai expert. Would it make sense for me to stand and bang with him? I'm going to play into his realm. I'm going to play into his strengths. He's going to be able to now capitalize on my weaknesses. Does that make any fucking sense to anyone? So the next person that says I need to get into politics, I want you to think about this. You want us to enter their game that they already control. And you want to try and fight them on their battlefield, in their battle space, well, they know all the ins and outs. They know the intricacies. They know how to manipulate funding. And I'm going to try and go in there and I'm going to use what I have to try and affect change. Or do you go in there and double leg the motherfucker and mount him and smash his skull open with your elbows? We don't need to be playing into our enemy's fucking hands anymore. And that is, and guys, if you're a person that is trying to affect change politically, I'm not down on you for that. And I'm not saying that you don't have the potential to bring some type of good to our communities. But the system's rigged, and it has been rigged for a long time. And as long as the system is rigged, Greg Anderson trying to become the mayor of Lake Stevens isn't going to affect much change. We can affect a lot more change than that if the change occurs on our terms. What's that look like? This consequence-free environment is affecting men particularly on lots of different fronts. When you don't have consequences as a man, many of us, including myself to a certain degree, will start to operate outside of reality and outside of what's reasonable. If you don't have the fear of some type of consequence to your action, well, now you're going to do whatever the fuck you want. I think very few men probably have the capacity to stay true if they were afforded the ability to do whatever the fuck they want. And it's gotten so bad now that not only are the consequences not being applied in real time to the people that should be on the receiving end of a consequence, but if you do implement said consequence, the system comes after you now. Look at Daniel Penny. It's a perfect example. This animal was on the train trying to cause conflict, and a normal man choked his ass out. Oh, he died. Such a sad story. If you don't try and attack random people on a subway, you're probably not going to get fucking killed by somebody. There you go. But when you live in a consequence-free society, you act however the fuck you want. And we've allowed people to act however the fuck they want. And when we try and do something about it, you get arrested. Does that make any fucking sense to anyone? Does that make any sense to anyone? We all know that it's fucking complete, utter bullshit, yet we just fucking allow it. If I was the cop charged with arresting Daniel Penny, I would have said, fuck no, I'm not arresting him. You would have lost your job then. Yeah, that's right. And I don't fucking care. Because I can look at myself in the mirror and know that I stand on truth and I stand for what's right. Why are you arresting heroes? Because the political system in New York wants heroes to be decimated. That's what they want. So all you cops that partook in that, you are complicit in it. Whether you think you are or you're not. Do you know how fucking powerful that would be? If all the fucking cops in America said, no, we're not going to fucking arrest him. Fuck you. Now what? But as you guys know, they are rooting out the strong, confident men in the profession, and they're backfilling it with a bunch of yes men pussies. And that's why. Because it's going to get more and more egregious To the point where most good men would probably arrive and at the point of saying, you know what, I ain't going to fucking do this anymore. That's going to happen. That would probably happen over time. And that's why it's a slow cook. And we are allowing these people to root out the good ones and fill the positions with more fucking NPCs that just do what the fuck they're told. And nothing will ever change. You're giving them more power while simultaneously taking away from ours. The consequence-free environment that we find ourselves in is not only a problem with our judicial system. I mean, that's a big one. You know, if someone comes up to you on the street and is fucking screaming in your face and you fucking slap them, you're going to jail. So now we have to tolerate people being disrespectful fucking animals. Happens all the time in Seattle. Bunch of deranged animals screaming at people. And if I just went and kicked them in the head and said, shut the fuck up, I'm the bad guy now. Even though, again, everybody involved, me, you, the police, everybody knows that's what fucking needs to happen. If you're a deranged animal screaming at people, crow cop to the fucking temple. Knock your ass out. Shut the fuck up. Nope. Can't have men telling animals to shut the fuck up. We can't have that. We have to let the animals flourish. Put these men in handcuffs. I'm stirring my fucking protein shake up. I couldn't even eat. I wanted to eat lunch before I started, and I couldn't even eat. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do a protein shake to try and fucking keep my brain fueled while I feel this fucking rage flowing through me. I haven't let a lot of rage flow through me lately. And you know what? It feels fucking good. Sometimes negative emotions of anger and rage fuel you to say, no more, motherfucker. So while we can say, oh, I want to chase love and light, and don't get me wrong, that's still part of the fucking mission. Don't extinguish your anger either. It's the opposite side of the spectrum, but it's just as needed. It's just as necessary. I try and not let my anger have the front seat to my life anymore, but I don't want to extinguish that fucking flame completely either. Because when we are facing issues that make our fucking societies less safe for our children, should make you feel some fucking anger. Should make you say, you know what? I've about had enough with these motherfuckers. Men saying I've had enough is what's affected change from the beginning of time until right now. So don't try and fucking dampen that or stifle that. That's a part of you. Obviously, we don't want to surrender to it and be fully controlled by it, but it's a part of you. And you got to ask yourself, why? Why, when I see a fucking little young girl get stabbed in the neck, do I feel like going fucking nuts? Why is that in me? Well, that's in me for the same reason that it's in you. Is that those motherfuckers aren't supposed to be doing that in our fucking towns, on our trains, on our streets. We know it, inherently true in our fucking soul. We know it. And when we see it happening anyways, should make you feel fucking mad. But it's what we do with that anger that's going to make a difference or not. The system wants you just angry and pissed off all the time with no action. That's part of the no consequences model that they've been implementing. Consequences are coming. They have to. And I want to tell you this too, personally, you. If you're living in a consequence-free life right now, you're becoming soft and weak yourself. Part of embracing a society that lives under the umbrella of embracing consequence is it starts with you. What type of activities are you partaking in? What type of things are you saying that are true in your heart, but you're afraid that someone might do something, someone might say something, so you don't say it. You stifle your own voice because you don't want to be in a consequence. You want to be part of the consequence-free society. You don't want to push your body because, I might get hurt. You don't want to go do something outrageous because you're afraid of the consequence. Everybody's afraid of the fucking consequences. So they don't fucking go out and they don't do anything. That's what the people on our side are doing right now. The people on the other side, the system is embedded with people to diminish the consequence. And we've arrived right fucking here as a result. You know, guys, this is something I've been thinking a lot about lately. These people that are in control right now, these people that we are all disgusted with, these agencies, let's just pick the IRS. This agency is designed to steal half of your paycheck. That's what it's designed to do. And it was implemented by a government that we emplaced. So we are literally saying, take my money and then build an agency that has the ability to enforce taking my money under the threat of violence to further enforce you taking my money. And if the agency that we created and that we funded and that we continue to fund to take half of our money doesn't like the amount of money that you gave them, they come for you. And they put you in a motherfucking cage. All funded by us. Are you fucking joking me? We pay our own oppressors to take half our shit. That's what we do. We pay all of our oppressors. Where are all these judges' paychecks come from? Where's the IRS's paycheck come from? Where do these corrupt cops, where do their fucking paychecks come from? Where do these governors that want to take your guns away, where do their paychecks come from? We are paying these motherfuckers to subjugate us. We are funding our own demise. And if one of us says, fuck you, you get crushed like a fucking bug. If two of us say fuck you, you get crushed like bugs, plural. If 100 of us say fuck you, suddenly that's a problem. Well, what? Oh, God, what do we do now? If 1,000 of us say it, they're fucked. If 10,000 of us say it, it's the ultimate fuck you. Do something about it, bitch. We need a massive coordinated effort to tell everybody to go fuck themselves. That's what we need. Why don't we stop funding the government that we all hate? Could bring it to its knees without even firing a fucking shot. And then if they don't like it, what are they going to do? They're going to send their agents out? Some of you agents probably listen to the show. When are you going to stand the fuck up and have a pair of balls? You could affect change from the inside and say, you know what? We're not partaking today. But you won't. None of you will. Men have lost their fucking spirit of defiance, and it's sickening to me. And it should be sickening to you. This country was founded on that. Now we have a bunch of compliant fucking cucks is what we have. But our adversaries are actually going out and taking action. Let's get another update. Let's see what happened. Charlie Kirk has died. There it is. Live on the air. The update just came through that Charlie Kirk has died. That's what the fucking left thinks of you. That's what they do to people that speak out against their filth and their fucking bullshit. And we don't do a goddamn thing about it. The hopes and prayers didn't do much for Charlie, did they? That fucking kid has went all over the country trying to speak common sense to college students. And the left just assassinated him for it. And what the fuck are we going to do about it? That's all I got today, guys. That's it. If we don't fucking start actively participating in change by being fucking men, then we get what we fucking deserve.